So I just wanted to talk to you about the strong economic recovery we're seeing at the moment in construction and how you can make the most of it and not let it pass you by. It's fantastic to see, isn't it, that really everyone I seem to speak to at the moment in construction, and maybe all your peers and colleagues that you're working with, they're busier than ever at the moment. People just seem to have inquiries literally coming out of their ears, which is great. That's what we need, don't we? A strong recovery after the lockdowns and everything we had last year. But many are really frustrated because although they just can't really get round pricing all that work, they can't get round it quick enough, and some are just not getting back to their potential clients in time. So some get frustrated because they're getting all these valuable leads in, but a lot of them are going down the drain. They're not getting back to people, and they can't price up the work quickly enough. So although they're busy now, what they really worry about is what are things going to be like in the months to come. So they're busy now, which is great. But how do you ensure you've got work booked up for many months to come and make the most of this mini boom? Because we want to make sure you don't let this mini boom pass you by. So I've just got 3 tips for you today, 3 things you can do, which hopefully will mean that you're effectively handling all the inquiries that are coming in. You can price them up and you can make sure you're booked up for months in advance. So the first thing you want to do is ensure that you're effectively handling all these inquiries that are coming into you. Now, ideally, you want to get yourself a virtual assistant or some sort of assistant to answer the phone for you if you can, and make sure that they can capture someone's name, their email, of course, the job description, and how they heard about you. That would be the 4 minimum things you want to capture. Now, if you go and let your phone go to answer machine because you're too busy or you're busy working on site and you haven't got time to pick up the calls, then you know what happens. We're all impatient, aren't we? So it's really likely that that potential client is just going to go and call your competitor. So it's absolutely crucial that while things are busy, make sure you've got an effective way of handling those calls. Just noticed up here, I've got a timer running from last night. So let me let me turn that countdown timer off. There you go, that's gone. Right, so that's key number 1. Effectively answer the calls if you can, and get a VA to do that. Then the second thing you want to be able to do is ensure that you've got a system in place to be able to record those calls accurately. So forget, getting your old black diary out and writing the names and numbers in there. It's just going to get lost, isn't it? So if you want to accurately capture this information, you really need to get yourself a CRM system. A CRM system is a customer relationship management system. So get yourself a piece of software that can capture this information. You can do it on Excel or something like that, but really the software out there is so cheap. You can pick up some software off the shelf for like 20 quid a month, if not less. There's ones like Salesforce, Zoho. They're all similar, all offer similar services. And the beauty of a CRM system is that it captures those valuable leads forever. They're never going to get lost in some back page of a diary that you're writing. Now, once you've got the CRM system, so key number 1 is get someone to answer the phones. Key number 2 is record the information accurately in a CRM. And once you've got that recorded, then the beauty of a CRM system is you can set yourself reminders to do things. So you can set yourself a reminder to go and visit the client, set yourself a reminder to send a quote, and most importantly, set yourself a reminder to chase up and follow that quote. That's the key. If you do it in a diary, you're just going to forget, aren't you? If you do it manually, you're not going to remember to chase up a client or send a quote out. So put it in a CRM system, and when you get an email reminder pop up, it's much more likely you're going to go and follow that up. So 3 things. If you've just done those 3 steps there, get someone to answer the phones for you when you're busy. 2, record the information in a CRM system. And number 3, set yourself reminders and follow up all your quotes. If you do just those 3 things, you're really going to be making the most out of all those valuable leads that are coming into you at the moment. And you'll be able to ensure that you can price up as much work as being offered. And then what you'll really be doing is making the most of this mini boom we're experiencing, and hopefully get yourself booked up, not just for weeks, but get yourself booked up for months in advance and make yourself a lot of money. That's the aim, isn't it? Now you might be thinking to yourself, look, I couldn't take on any more work even if I wanted to. I hear this a lot. So I'll do another Facebook Live on that next week on how you can effectively handle a much more workload. So hope that helps a little bit. Let's try those 3 tips and get yourself booked up for many months to come.